Anyways, let's get it over with since, well, it's been a long day and season 2, and it's even freezing in here. Don't worry, Chris, the robot is almost done in the works. That's nice and good. And what I was going to also add the fact that I might need some hot chocolate and another sleeve blanket. And oh yeah, as long as that you sign the release forms, then we're golden. And then we're gold to go. With the forms to be signed. And as the faceplates were now showing up to be into Alejandro's face slowly as the robot is in fully set to go. As the robot was rising on up. Hey, Al, can you hear me, buddy? And then Alejandro was hearing for what I had to say. We're going to need you to sign some paperwork that legally absolves from your lava accident thing, bro. And then, as in for him, he was going to tell me the question by saying, "Is the $1,000,000 ever safe, though, of whoever won?" Godflista Girl did won the money, and the money is also buried in by the lava. And sorry to tell you this, man, but it's gone. And Alejandro was screaming a lot. Oh man, that is nuts. Anyway, the real winner was Godflista Girl. The alternative winner was Josh. Dun 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 dun. Anyways, I am Chris McLean, and thank you guys again for watching this season. And of course, I might have to be the only one talking about all of that and yada yada. But anyways, thanks for watching. As I'm gonna probably just go ahead on screen and just talk about it anyway. So, like to be said again, let's just jump right on to what we were gonna do anyways. Until for me and Chef right now, we're gonna pretty much deal with Alejandro. That yes, he clearly is a robot and was burnt by the lava due to the fact that he tripped on the ground for some kind of reason. So, anywho, let's just go ahead. What I have to say as always. So, as of right now, let's continue right along with it anyway. And no, I think the recap is just gonna be a waste of a bit more time again. But at this point now in time being, let's just get right to it anyways, shall we? Alright everyone, I am yours truly, Chris McLean. That's right, I'm yours truly. And I just want to say, before we wrap up the entire season of Season 3 being completely finished and done, well, before I can definitely do a bit of an interesting interview with everyone, is that I will have to say that, yeah, you guys get to spend your time with me, Chris McLean, just talking about all the interesting recaps that were all going on and going all down. Like, seriously, this entire season was pretty interesting and a little bit good if it seems to have a little bit less of some impacts, but at least this had to be confirmed and to be a bit over with. And if anyone ever starts asking me in the comment section, by the way, is that yes, the real winner is Godflista Girl, that she is the winner of Season 3, which means that she gets to win the $1,000,000, but too bad that the money has been burnt by the lava. Yeah, and before anyone does question about Ezekiel, let's just say the real Ezekiel was just sent home and back to his own hometown for a while since, well, he's never going to come back into the season ever again. But the fatal version of Ezekiel, well, he's a little bit more of a mysterious kind of mutated, lethal animal at this point that he might consider to be finding more things deadly, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the real Ezekiel was sent home since it was only copied and cloned for a minute for exactly. Since of course we had to do a little bit of interesting test a little bit. Well, me and Chef had to get a little bit of a test to see how this would have tested, but you know, that's just pretty much fine and exactly. So, for those who might ask me right now, don't worry about the real Ezekiel. He was just sent home and sent home packing anyway and was just never to return back anyway. So, he only will be revealed in the results of the ranks, but he won't be pretty much be mentioned at any word of possibility. So there you go, and that's all I can say at the end of the time. But let's just talk about the rest of how everything turned out and turned out to be. So even though this whole episode was never to be rushed in the first place, so it wasn't never to be rushed. So for those who just enjoyed the finale of Total Drama World Tour Simulator, I actually want to thank you everyone for enjoying the season and really giving a good impression of the season so far of the simulator, which this, by the way, turned out to be pretty much one hell of an interesting show and turned out to be one heck of a big finale in the end. So, like that being said, everyone, I'm yours truly, Chris McLean. And don't forget, by the way, that Chef, by the way, is going to make me some hot chocolate and some cocoa and a little bit of like another soft blanket at this point, just to give me a blanket at least, since I'm like, seriously, the room in there is cold. Brr, it is just cold in there, dude. I mean, if you were in there, I probably wouldn't want to be in there because it's just freezing and cold. But as for Alejandro, don't worry, he's fine. He's just in the robot machine for now, since, well, due to the lava accident of the legally thing that was just in his accident. So he just tripped on the ground and just got burnt by the lava, so he won't be mentioned likely until the other season. That will be mentioned to a 5, but I won't say the rest, but a 5 for now. So, like that being said, I'm yours truly, Chris McLean, and I want to thank you so much for just enjoying all bit of the seasons, and it was just finally about time to wrap season 3 done and all of it done. But anyways, like that being said, I'm yours truly, Chris McLean, and we'll see you guys for season 4. But remember, season 4 will take amount of the time before getting new cast members. And also, let's face it, by the way, when there's going to be a 5, then yes, they're all going to be melted anyway. And yeah, let's just say that they'll actually be like, you know, off the season until season 6. Or maybe, in fact, another idea that is just being in place. So let's just say when number 5 comes on in a little bit before, just to say that after season 4 gets completely finished, then yes, they'll probably all be melted and probably be all sent home, which is just going to be a little bit of a hidden away answer. So, as of right now, Chris McLean speaking, and I'll see you guys once again absolutely next time. So, I'm going to get going now, and of course, me and Chef are going to pretty much let the robot just be in there for a while until we'll summon the robot. But as of for right now, the robot will get to tag along with the rest of the other characters since, well, he'll only will be mentioned if I need the robot for right now for the reason. So, like that being said, we'll see you next time, and I'm yours truly, Chris McLean. We'll catch you on the next season for season 4. And yes, season 4 will be in the works shortly, and will be in the works for a long, long, long time until there'll be a new set of cast members to definitely join in the island once again. Anyway, Chris McLean signing on out. And this is a farewell at the end of season 3 here today of Now Total Drama World Tour Simulator.